Greetings gastronauts, this is Keith Cooks, I'm Keith, and today I'm going to show you how to make a traditional English thing, faggots. So I'm doing this for Carol Robinson, who's requested it, and I'm pleased she has, because it's been on my wish list for quite a while, and I made some trial ones last week and they were fabulous. So any Americans watching might be a bit puzzled because you have a different understanding of what a faggot is. In fact, a faggot is an Old English word for a sort of bundle of something, and in this case it's a bundle of pork and offal. And traditionally it's wrapped in caul fat, or which is what the French call crepinette, which is a lacy, fatty membrane, and it's actually very hard to get a hold of. None of my local butchers, not even the local abattoir, could get me any. It can be got online, but I object to paying a £10 delivery charge for something that costs £1.50. However, you can make perfectly adequate faggots without the caul fat. So, quite easy, very tasty, let's do it. Okay, ingredients for me faggots. I've got 500 grams of pork, 300 grams of pork liver, 75 grams of oats, a medium onion, 1 teaspoon of white pepper, half a teaspoon each of nutmeg, mace, thyme and salt, and sage, except I'm using fresh sage because we've got loads growing in the garden. That's it. Chop them up, mix them, bake them. That's how you make faggots. Easy. So I'm just going to prep the meat for mincing. I only got these chops because they're actually cheaper than pork mince at the supermarket today. But I need to hack the bones off. It actually probably is better to mince it yourself if you can, because it needs to be coarsely ground, not too fine. I'm just going to chop the pork into big chunks that will fit into the mincer. And the liver I've got is already chopped. Well, it's already sliced, so that's fine. Doesn't need anything else doing to it. And the onion wants to be peeled and chopped into like quarters. Well, eighths then. And then I'm gonna chop up my sage. What I do with big herby leaves like this is just roll it into like a cigar, and then you can just slice through it with a little knife. And I'm not going to go crazy on chopping this because it is going to go in the mincer. So now I'm just going to mince the meat and the onions. So traditionally faggots would have been made from what's called a pig's pluck, which is the heart, liver and lungs from a pig, and along with the oats and that's not unlike what goes into haggis. However, I didn't even try to get a pig's pluck. I just know that would be a waste of time. So that was a bit of a messy job, and it's about to get messier because now we have to mix it all together properly. I'm going to pop in the oats, and they just help soak up some of the liquid and actually make it taste wonderful. And throw in my spices and herbs and get that mixed nice thoroughly. And at this point you want to get your oven preheating to 160 degrees if it's a fan oven, or 180 if it isn't, Celsius degrees, the real ones. And then form the mixture into balls about that size. Pop them in a baking sheet or tin. And if you had managed to get caul fat, you would just wrap each one in some of that. So there we go, 8.5 faggots. And I'm just going to pour about a centimetre, half an inch of boiling water in the bottom of the tin, and a drizzle of oil on the top. If you had caul fat you wouldn't need this because that would do the lubricating job. That goes in the oven for 1 hour. Okay, the hour is up, so oh, look at those beauties. Oh yeah, they look fantastic. So there we go, our wonderful faggots with some mashed potato and peas and a lovely rich onion gravy. Oh, and I forgot to mention, in some parts of the UK, these faggots are known as savoury ducks, which is half odd because there's no duck involved anywhere in them, but they are savoury, and it's a shame they're not more popular. I don't know why they've fallen from grace, possibly the name. They are fantastic. You've got to make them. And that's that. Hope you enjoyed it. Now please share it with all your friends on social media. Subscribe to this channel, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and don't forget the amazing website that has all the details of all the recipes. And thank you for watching. Come back soon.